Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the Super Nintendo played on the Wii Virtual Console. This episode, Marshman has a lot of ground to cover and a lot of battles to fight. I did 9 of the 10 battles here on this ground, so just showing off the last one here to show off our reward. You already saw these monsters, so nothing new, but the next few battlefields I got coming up are going to be a lot of new monsters, so heading to Aquaria. That's where Kaylee was going to go to try to find somebody named Spencer. But we said, hey, stay there, recover, and we'll do it for you. So here we're going into the focus tower. There's a little shortcut right there. And hey, it's the guy from the beginning of the game who told us that we were the Knight of Prophecy. Now he tells us that some girl named Phoebe can help us. He said to look for her along the way. And then he just flies off. This is our first time going through the focus tower. We'll be going through this quite a bit. Basically, when we cleared the Earth, the Bone Dungeon, and got the Earth Crystal, we got that sand coin. And the different coins that we'll get when we clear a crystal will open these different doors. And that'll open up new areas in the world for us to explore. So we use a sand coin to open up that door. And we're going to head to the south here just a little bit. And grab a new spell. Second black magic spell, Fire. Which is really good because we're going into an area where there's going to be a lot of enemies weak to fire. We're going into a snow type area. You can see the snow all surrounding here. Yeah, we got another battlefield here. We're going to skip that battlefield though. We're going to go back to it. But there's a tough enemy there, so there's a weird design there. We'll learn more about them in a little bit. Hi, I'm hopeless. I give up. Aquaria's frozen. People are sick. Grandpa's trapped. Wait, have you heard of a man named Spencer? Why, he's my grandpa. What luck. Let's go free him. But we can't. I'm going home. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from? I'm sorry, I'm Phoebe from Aquaria. You are Phoebe, then I'm going with you. Yeah, the old man told us to find Phoebe. So Phoebe is our third party member. Phoebe is kind of like a magician. She has a cat claw. She'll give us that cat claw later on. And then she uses bows. She's kind of almost like Rosa from Final Fantasy II or Final Fantasy IV in America. So, you know, white mage that uses bow and arrows. Or you can even go back to the original Final Fantasy II, the one that I played on my channel here. Where you started with Maria, who was had the best intelligence, so she made the best black mage, and she started with a bow, so you got this little theme going where you got like mages who use bows. So here we are in Aquaria, but all the water is frozen. Apparently, Phoebe's grandfather, Spencer, is also frozen somewhere. We wanted to come here first before we did all these battlefields, though, because there's a new piece of armor that we can pick up here. The cold air made Grandma sick. Let's head back. Can't go down the frozen waterfall. Maybe there'll be a white sword at the top of that. Nah, that's Zelda 1. So we got some frozen plant here. Nope, can't blow it up the bomb. We're gonna have to get something else to unthaw that plant. There's Phoebe's house. So Phoebe, where's Spencer trapped? And the tunneling was digging under here. The dirt is frozen solid, so we can't get out. Can't we melt it? Not until we get the wake water from the Spring of Life. But a monster in the wintry cave stole the Libra crest that warps us from the Libra temple to temple. So anyway, what do we have to do to get the whatchamacallit crest back? So we're gonna have to go to the water temple and get some crest. The monster of the ice pyramid makes itself invisible. That's a future dungeon that we're gonna have to go into, but first we have to go to this other dungeon to get the wake water. monster in the ice pyramid is up north is draining the power of the water crystal. There's a magic mirror which reflects the images of monsters, and this is all going into where those monsters are invisible for that future dungeon. How about buying my steel helmet for 2,000 gold? Okay, so that's what we're gonna buy. Get a little bit more defensive power for our character. It gives 4 more defensive power, so every little bit helps. We saw another one of those warp tiles there. Apparently we need a crest though to activate the warp. So that's where we gotta find the Libra crest so we can activate that warp in the temple that we're in that we found Phoebe. And then we can get the wake water to unthaw the town. But before we do that, we're going to take out a bunch of these battlefields. We're gonna take out all of them actually. I didn't want to do these ones until I had a partner with me, so... Because these guys here are the reason why. These Mint-Mints, they can cast a confusion spell on you. And so if you're going by yourself and they confuse you, it's more likely that, you know, you're just going to attack yourself and lose. So, clear out that battlefield, get some experience. Here we are on a second battlefield here. We also have a new enemy, these giant toads. Phoebe's, as you can see, her level is really high. So these battlefields are a good place to gain Marshman a bunch of experience to kind of catch up with Phoebe. Phoebe pretty much one-shots most things. The Cat Claw also inflicts some status ailments. I believe it inflicts poison on characters. So, yeah, poison and paralysis. So, yeah, it's a good weapon. It also boosts your magic by 5, your intelligence. So, which is good for Phoebe because she's a, you know, a mage type character. Now, a lot of these enemies we could use spells. You want a magic ring that prevents silence from happening to you. Phoebe actually has that herself. So, see, it has underneath her, it has that little mute thing there. That means it prevents the mute status from hitting you. But Phoebe's really good here for these battlefields, especially these ones where we have enemies that are weak to fire, because she has the fire spell. Now, Marshman has the fire spell too, but you know he's not as proficient at using it. And pretty much Phoebe can one-shot everything with this weak to fire with her own fire spell. And so clearing out these battlefields is really easy now that we got Phoebe in no party. Sadly, we can't reach that battlefield on the left there, but we have to go through that dungeon first. But before we head into that dungeon, we want to come back here. This inn we have to pay money for, but we made a lot of money from those battlefields. So even though we had to buy the steel helmet, it's okay because we have more than enough money to get everything we need. So we wanted to heal up there so that we have a full complement of spells for this wintry cave. This is where the bandit has the Libra crest is. So, a lot of new enemies in here. I'll show off all the different formations that you can run into. So scorpions, you fight scorpions and toads. Landworms, you fight these landworms, and you'll see them all. So, Bomb's pretty good with in combination with Phoebe's spells. I'm going to be wasting a lot of her thunder spells, just because they're actually a wizard spell, but the thunder spell used with bombs, Marshman's bombs, pretty much clears everything out. So, and then we can use the fire spells a little bit later. That's our plan of attack here. All these battles that we see all the enemies and all, like I said, we'll just continue to, you know, off-screen them. But none of these enemies are very difficult. The worst enemy in this area is the centaurs up there. We just saw a brief glimpse of them. What makes the centaurs bad is they have a confusion spell, and once again, confusion is the thing that probably going to cause you the most harm because it makes your characters attack themselves. And both Marshman and Phoebe have hit all attacks. Marshman has the Quake spell, Phoebe can use fire on everybody, or lightning, and Marshman can also use fire on everybody, so Now we slipped down this passageway here, but Phoebe's going to give us her cat claw, and now she's going to use a bow and arrow instead, which is good because there's quite a few enemies in here that are weak to shoot element. It'll also help boost arm magic, and Phoebe has a really good intelligence, so she don't necessarily need the magic boost. But hold the A button, and then that'll allow you to grip onto the walls that have the little, looks like rocks jutting out of them, and you can climb up them. So, and here's these terrible centaur enemies. One thing you can do, you're usually getting between 2 and 3 enemies when you run into a fight. Yeah, see, we paralyzed that guy a little bit, so he didn't act. But whatchamacallit, if there's like 3 centaurs, you can run away and then restart the battle and see if you get lucky and only have 2. So, as I said, centaurs they can be pretty tough when they, use that confusion spell. Phoebe also has some hero spells, though, some white magic. She has the heal spell, so we don't have to use heal potions. Now, if you look closely, there's a little rock tunnel there. We can blow it up with a bomb. That'll be there's another one of them coming up later on to get deeper in the dungeon. To get to that squid down there in the bottom, that's going to be the boss, the bandit that has the Libra crest. There's another new enemy here on the left, the spawner. Also, the land turtle is also a new enemy. We'll see that, and I'll bring that battle up. We did get into one of the battles with them, but the capture card was acting a little weird, so I just cut that battle out. But we fought them before we fought this battle. But there's one on the other side over there. Where it's placed prevents us from jumping over the treasure chest and fighting the enemies on the other side. So if you fight those other enemies, we're going to have to just loop around and get that other treasure chest. So yeah, see the land turtle there was blocking us from jumping over that treasure chest. And we can't jump over these little crystals here. So we're just going to have to take the long way around here. Take this like little roof here. Yeah, that squid guy's on a different passageway and you can't jump down on him. We're going to have to go a different way to grab him, so. Let's just clear out these enemies here. Grab the treasure chest and then take out this land turtle. More cure potions. And here's the land turtles, who are weak pretty much to like everything. So, turtles tend to be like tougher enemies in a lot of games. You had in Final Fantasy II, they were like the first boss in that one cave. They were not the first boss because the sergeant was the first boss, but they were like a mini boss in that cave, the mithril cave, to get the exit spell. And then in the snow caverns there was one. There was an adamant turtle that was a tough boss. So yeah, turtles can be pretty tough, but not in this game. So, but that'll do it for this episode. We'll see you in the next episode where we finish off this cave. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.